Here in New Zealand with the main man, Warren from 4Drive Bits. Now, Warren, we've heard a lot of talk about intercoolers. What exactly is an intercooler?
An intercooler cools the air as it goes into the engine. So it goes between the turbo or the supercharger, if you've got a supercharger, between them and the air, because when the air is compressed, it's heated, and so the intercooler cools it down again.
What sort of motors does an intercooler suit?
Suits any motor that's got a supercharger or a turbocharger on it. Petrol and diesel engines, they all work more efficiently if they have a cooler intake charge.
Are there different types of intercoolers?
Yeah, there's two main types of intercoolers. One is air-to-air, as we see here, which relies on the air to cool the air flowing through it. There's water-to-air, which has water flowing through it, and it has a separate radiator at the front to keep the water cool. So the water cools the air going into the engine, and then there's other specialised intercoolers like ice coolers and dry ice and things like that.
Now, who would actually want an intercooler?
Anybody who's looking for better performance out of their motor. A lot of factory cars do have small intercoolers on them, and they can be improved on by just making them a little bit bigger. In the case of the Toyota diesels here, they don't come with an intercooler at all, and they benefit greatly from it.
So are they available off the shelf, or do they need to be custom made?
No, kits are available for both the 12-valve and the 24-valve Landcruisers. This is a 12-valve Landcruiser here that we're looking at with the air-to-air.
And what sort of performance gains do you expect to get from installing an intercooler?
Well, on a diesel such as this, the performance gains from just bolting the kit on and doing nothing else, quite small. It's mostly a bit of increased torque at lower revs, and you might get a bit more power toward the top as well. But the main advantage on a diesel with an intercooler is that the air charge is cooler, which lowers the exhaust gas temperatures, which means you can increase boost and fuel, which means much greater performance.
Now, is it something that the home mechanic can do, or should it be done by specialised mechanics?
Well, the home mechanic can bolt the intercooler kits on, but adjusting fuel and boost should be done by somebody that's got specialised equipment to do that.
And Warren, how easy is an intercooler to install, and how long should it take?
Depends on the kit really as to how long it's going to take. In the case of something like this one here, it's really undo a couple of hose clamps and 4 bolts, and you take the original factory piping out and then replace 4 rocket cover bolts and do up 6 hose clamps, and it's pretty much in place.
I dare say there are plenty of cheap intercooler kits around. What does a good quality intercooler kit include?
Well, a good quality one should include all the bits that are required to install it, and some are available and they do need some remanufacturing to get them to work. It should just bolt straight on without any hassles at all.
Warren from 4Drive Bits, some great information about intercoolers. We look forward to catch up with you on our next trip to New Zealand.
Look forward to it, Simon.